Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining the Schoology Advanced class. I am Sharon Trierfelder, and I will be walking you through each of the parts of this course. In part one, we are going to talk about adding a page and the different things that you can do with the material type of page in your course, creating a test or quiz, and then we're also going to talk about Google Assignment in part one. So to get started, I'm going to go to my materials section of the course. And under add materials is the option for add a page. Now, the part about add a page that I really like is it gives you the flexibility to really design a space however you want it. So you can insert content here. You can embed YouTube videos. You can embed things from other apps like Khan Academy. It gives you the ability to create tables. So a lot of features. If you're good at HTML, Page will actually allow you to insert HTML coding as well. So we're going to dig in a little bit with Page and just show you some of these great tools that are available when utilizing the pages. So the first thing I'm going to do is give this page a title. So I am going to call it Sharon's test page. And now we're in our rich text editor box. So some of these tools already look familiar to you. You use them in things like Word or Excel, but that's like your bold, your italicize, your underline. We have the ability to insert bullets, number list. We have the ability to change our coloring. So if we want to make our text red, we can do that. If we want to highlight a specific text, we also have that ability. You can click the formatting and it will remove formatting. So for example, if you are creating something out of Word and you go to paste it here in Schoology, you can click this little icon here and it will actually remove the formatting for you so that it will adjust it to how Schoology codes things. You also have the ability to increase your indent or decrease your indent. And then align, you have your align tools for aligning left, center, and right. To the right of that is the ability to link. So you learned in the previous course in basics how to link a file either from the material types of add, file, or link, or to do it from the bottom here where you can add a file. But this file option is nice because if I click on it, it allows me to either take the link name or URL and give it a title and then insert it within the actual body of my rich text editor box. So just really nice. I can hyperlink then. So if I wanted to type West Aurora Schoology and then create a hyperlink. So this is going to link out to a page. Our West Aurora Schoology link is schoology.sd129.org. So I can make that my link. This is the name that's going to appear. And if I hit insert, this is now a hyperlink. So anytime you see it in blue and when you hover over it, it has a line underneath, that means it's a hyperlink. So your students can then click on that without having to see the ugliness of the long URL. So that is how you would insert your hyperlinks. To the right of that is our insert content option. And this is really my favorite area. And that's because this is where we can insert images and media. Again, you have another area where you can insert links, but you also have symbols. So if you're a foreign language teacher and you need to insert symbols, you'll see all the special characters that we have here. And additionally, you'll also see special symbols like arrows, diamonds. You can see hearts here. Also in our insert content is equation. So for our math teachers, you can actually start to build operators. You've got relationship equations, arrows. There's some miscellaneous ones here to select from. You have your Greek. You can decrease the font size, increase the font size, or select symbols or type in an LA text code. So really helpful for our math teachers to be able to do that. All right. So tooltip is not something we currently have, but something that I do believe is coming. Well, you'll be able to insert a tooltip with the information that you're posting in your box. So look out for that. All right. On the right-hand side of my insert content, I have the ability to insert content from one of the apps that I have installed. So you'll see here I have the Content Academy app. I've got Vimeo, Evernote, DropNote, Microsoft OneDrive, YouTube, Google Drive Resource app, and a Code Embed LTI tool. Now, later on, we're going to be talking about how to install apps. So when we get to that, you'll be able to see where you can install different apps. And then if you have them installed, some of those will appear here for you to insert content. So one of the ones I particularly like when inserting content is the YouTube. And the reason I like doing it from here is, have you ever been on YouTube and when you're on there, you see all the garbage of other videos that don't pertain to your video at all, but they're listed there. So when you're doing it from here, it embeds it, which takes all that other garbage. So all you see is the video you want your students to see. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind with YouTube is in order for it to be visible to our students, it has to be on our whitelist. So just because you're importing it from Schoology into your course, if it's not on our whitelist, you're not going to be able to view it. So make sure it is something that we've deemed okay. And if not, that you've requested that it be whitelisted so that you can share that video with your students. So I am going to just quickly search a video. I'm going to do Magic School Bus. And it's going to give me a list here then of all of the video options in YouTube that match my description. So I'm just going to take one right here. By clicking on the video that you want, then you're going to click on import. And the best option is import as embedded. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And when I do, you're going to see it's going to appear as a yellow box. So this yellow box means that my video is imported. Now, it's not going to show for your students as this yellow box. That's just letting you know it's taking that area of the page for your video. Once we hit create, you're going to see that that actually is going to display the video for you. So we'll take a look at that in a second. But the yellow box means you're doing a good job. So another option, I'm just going to click below here. And so now I've got a video on the Magic School Bus, but to the right of my insert content, I have the ability to insert a table. Tables are really nice because they help keep things structured on your page and they help keep things organized. And it allows you a space to insert multiple things at a time. So I'm going to show you inserting a table. I'm just going to do quadrant here. We're just going to have 4 cells. I can stretch this out so I can see it a little bit better. By default, it's a little bit small. So I can make this as large or small as I want to. But what's nice now that I have this table is I can use these cells for different things. So in my first cell, I might say contact information. It's just going to be a description. And you'll see that it adjusts itself for the information being posted. In the second cell, I'm going to type name. And so down here, I'm going to say Sharon Tierfelder. And under contact, actually, I'm going to say contact photo here because I want to show you inserting an image. So in this cell right here, now I've just made labels in these, but in this cell, I actually want to insert content. So that's really nice, is I can now insert an image here. I can either take one from the web. So if I hit web, I have 2 options, either an image or media. So if I had the URL, for example, of a YouTube video or another video from a website, I could paste that here, or image. I can go out into Google, copy an image URL, paste it here, and then it will insert that image. I'm just going to go here to upload media, and I'm going to attach one that I have saved onto my computer. I'm going to go here to pictures, and let's see. This is my dog, Ruger. I'm just going to open that. Now you can see this image is large. It is way larger than I want. So I can adjust that. And if I click on the image, I get this little icon. So I'm just going to click the little mountains and sun. That always lets me know that it's an image, and I can adjust these dimensions. It's kind of a guessing game what you want them to be. I'm just going to say 450 by 120. I'm just going to make it a lot smaller. That way I can see it and I can adjust it as I need. So we'll do that. 450 by 120. I forgot to hit update earlier. That's why it disappeared. Hit update. And now it's much smaller. Okay, so I can adjust that however I need. Don't know why it keeps getting larger. Typically that does not happen. So I apologize that is happening right now. Again, just allows you to organize your information in a way that's a little bit neater, a little bit more constrained. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit create. I apologize that his picture is too large. Actually, what I'm going to do is insert another one so that we can see what that looks like. Let's do Chief Blackhawk. Okay, that image is much better. Okay, so again, I can adjust all of this. I can make this bold. That looks a little bit better. If I want to make this underline, I can do that. Because this is a table, I do have additional options. So I have border options. I can insert a row. I can insert a row after, so either before or after the one I'm on. I can delete a row, insert a column before or after the one I'm on, insert a column after. So if I choose that, you'll see it put one after the one I'm on. So now I've got this one in the middle. Just gives me a little bit different spacing. I can delete it if I want to. I could merge cells. So if I wanted the top row to be a heading, one going across, but have different things on the bottom, I could merge these two. So let's see, we'll merge this one. Merge these two. Okay, so now that's one. You see it took away this top piece right here. So you have some different options. You can split the cells if you wanted, and then you can delete the entire table if you decide that's not the look you're going for. Of course, down here you have your insert files, your insert links that you had before, your add from resources, your microphone to do audio video recordings, or external tools. So if you were doing something like Turnitin, you would have that option. You can individually assign this just like our other materials. So if you wanted to assign it to a specific student, you're doing a little bit of differentiated assignment, you could do that. You could align it to a learning objective, and we'll get into that a little bit more. Or publish to students by default. If you want to unpublish it because you're not ready for them to view it, just simply unclick it. And then this is a new option that you don't see in our other material types, and that is display on page. So display on page is just going to display right here within Schoology, or I can just say display in line. So just a couple of different options that you have, either display on a new page or display in line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And I didn't add this to a folder or anything, so this is just going to go to the bottom here. But now you can see this is my page. So you can see I've got a video here, I've got a table, I have my link that I added. So it really makes it just a little bit more dynamic looking, a little bit more engaging when using a page.